Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rechach Chodash. My name is Jacobo from Plaintables Camp. Shalom, double honors to the apostles of the Millstone. This is the apostles video. Monkeys that come into earth and UFOs to deliver other monkeys. I put silverback gorillas are going to come down from space and deliver other silverback gorillas. All right, and they look like African Americans. All right, yeah, this is a few weeks ago. NASA scientists saw 7-foot tall aliens. They're tall, black, and look like African Americans. So I don't know if they actually said African Americans, because we look like the Hamites, well, similar to the Hamites, not an exact replica. But you go to Africa and you might be able to pick somebody out. So you kind of look like my cousin. You kind of look like me. You kind of look like me, but darker or lighter or whatever. So here, the fear is that a lot of Edomites have is that they're going to get paid back for all the evil they did to our ancestors and then de facto to us. So let's let the apostle go through it.
GMS, maybe other camps, put a video surrounding this. So you see here. Now, the reason why I said monkeys will come to deliver or save other monkeys and UFOs, because you have the English language, you have many other languages, and you have code. We can say things. So-called white man listens, and it means one thing to him, but we're saying something completely different. We're speaking in code. And Esau speaks in code too, so you got to learn their code. There was a movie, what is it called? Code something. It was about Gad. They broke the code of the Germans. It was a movie. Wind Talkers, I think the name of the movie. And they were able to break codes. So now, the small hats, not all of them, I don't know of all of them, but they do refer to Jakes as monkeys. And matter of fact, I'll look up the word in the Hebrew. So if you hear I'm speaking and they mention that word, you know what they're talking about. But they said the Messiah is a monkey. So that's why I entitled this video, Monkeys Are Coming to Save Other Monkeys and UFOs, which is code for so-called black people. So give me a second here. Let me do this. Let it come on up. Oh yeah, this is breaking as of a couple of days ago. Trump and Republicans reduce age of consent to 14. So a girl that's 14 years old, she can consent to having sex with an overage, a man of a higher age, man in the 20s, 30s, or whatever. So rumors of lowering the country's legal marriage age too. And like I said, it means that they can consent, like a woman in New York can consent to having sex at the age of 18. Boston, I don't know if it still is, but Boston is 16. There was certain Bible Belt states that the girl could be 12. I don't know if they changed that. But anyway, I had this up, so I'm just moving on. How do you say monkey in Hebrew? Okay, I don't know how this...
Here is your translation.
Okay, I got you. Now we're cooking with grease.
Monkey.
I don't want monkey. I want how you say it in Hebrew. Hebrew. Let me try this. Kof, I guess. This is yap. I guess they say kof. And I believe they say Kof instead of Kwawap. So if you ever hear them say Kof, the monkeys. Ha, Kofim, right? Heim is yum, which is plural. So Kofim is monkeys. Ha, Kofim, the monkeys. A Kof is a monkey. Okay. So the small hats that refer to the Messiah as a monkey, they know that the Messiah 2,000 years ago was a so-called black man. Then they, in code behind your back, they say he's a monkey. Let's come back over here. Where am I? Where am I? Where the hell am I? A NASA scientist. But you can get, I don't know if it's on YouTube because it's too raw. But you can get it on Roku and I believe Odyssey. A NASA scientist, this is old news from 2-3 weeks ago. NASA scientists saw 7-foot tall aliens. They're tall, black, and look like African Americans. So what are they really saying? That the angels look, if they came in human form, they look like African American, black men. NASA scientists saw 7-foot tall aliens. They're tall, black, and look like African Americans. So if those are the angels, that means that the angels look like us and we look like them. Remember in Revelation 19, the angel John, the apostle, bowed down to the angel. The angel said, "No, don't bow to me. I'm a brother. I'm a fellow brother. I'm not the Messiah. You bow down to the Messiah." Which, by the way, Issachar-He, they taught, I don't know if they still teach it, formerly of Issachar-He, so we went back and forth with them. Oh, you don't got to worship Yahushua. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to play this, and because it's so what's the word? It's so far-fetched that this Jake woman, and y'all saw this before a couple weeks ago, she's laughing, she's trying not to laugh. Some brothers got mad. I didn't get mad because she don't know. You know, she said it like, damn, they're gonna blame everything on Negroes, even a UFO, an invasion from illegal aliens. So we're just gonna play it, and matter of fact, let me do this. Tell you where I'm gonna stop it. Okay, I'm gonna stop right about 34, 35, 2. So let's go ahead and let it play. Fair use. Let me do this. Let me just slow it down a wee bit. This is fair use, fair use, fair use. I'm sorry. That America is going to be by nuclear missiles, most people don't. It's going to come as black men, so-called black women, Negroid, Indian, Latinos, and some other races or look like races, but actually Israelites. You're going to see people that look like Edomites get beamed up because they're Israelites. And it's so far-fetched that you got to laugh. You got to laugh at it. And she makes a statement. She said, and I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. He said, y'all better be afraid. She was talking in code. She talking about white people.
Sorry. Manasseh better get the out.
You know what's funny about this chick? She reminds me of when you work at certain jobs, retail, factories or whatever. You always had that nigger woman. She tells a joke. She snaps on everybody. You know, she ain't cute, but she's all right. You know, yeah, I wouldn't deal with it, but you know, but you cool with her. You cool with her. You know.
Ever gonna be a time in history? I don't think it's ever gonna be a time in history where Black people are gonna be blamed for something.
Yeah, that's a good thing. We are going to be blamed. Blame us. Blame African Americans for the ships to come down and deliver us. Because she doesn't know.
Yeah, if they blame us and they say, "Oh, we saw these guys in these ships. They were shooting fire at buildings and they blew up the food depot and something to do with something very sensitive," and they look like y'all. Let's round them up and start, pronouncing judgment on us, or whatever. That's gonna make the angels come down and secure us. Because as soon as you come and kind of try to grab us, those same people you saw, those black men you saw in those ships shooting fire at y'all, they're gonna come and rescue us. So yeah, they should be in fear, because whatever NASA saw is not something new. They planted that story there. All right. NASA been seeing so-called black aliens for decades. All right. Well, however long they've been able to see in space, they've been seeing figures and creatures and ships and technology that they cannot comprehend. All right.
Like I said, we know. The ones of you that are of the elect, not the ones of you that was in the truth and fell off. You guys that fell off, turned the back on the proud, you don't believe America. You don't believe in the Most High, so you're an atheist.
Let's read this one scripture here. It says Zechariah 5, and I turned and lifted up my eyes, and behold, in a flying roll. This is the seraphims, the ships with the African American monkeys in them. The silverback gorilla says, Zechariah 5:2, and he said unto me, "What seest thou?" And I answered, "I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. And he said unto me, This is the curse." This is the third verse. "This is the curse that goeth forth over the whole earth," or sword. All right, it's the sword that goeth over the whole earth. "For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off on that side according to it." All right, Esau, you the main benefactor of lies and stupidity and swearing. All right, you will pay for your sins. All right, some of you are going to be returned to the dust, and then the rest of you are going to go into the fields to work, and then the ones that went to the dust are going to be brought back forth through your line. Then they're going to go out to the field and work, and they're going to suffer, and they'll be in torments. All right, so this is the curse. All right, this is the fearful sight, which Yahushua says, men's hearts failing them for fear. Men's hearts failing them for fear. All right.
You don't believe that Babylon the Great is America. Talking about the guys that fell, I guarantee you. They might say, "No, I know I'm an Israelite," but you really don't believe in it. You're an atheist. You don't believe in the Most High because you don't fear him. Because if you believed in the Most High, you would fear the Most High and you wouldn't leave. And you don't believe that Babylon the Great is America. You don't believe that America is going to be totally annihilated by ICBMs. You don't believe that innumerable amount of chariots or UFOs are going to come down and going to beam up certain people, and that there's going to be a new kingdom where we're going to put Planet of the Apes, where we're going to put watch the original Planet of the Apes. In that caveman state, then that's why they made that movie. They were pushing that. That's code in Hollywood. They'll make a movie. They'll tell you how Jake is going to take over, but they put it in it's a movie. It's an entertaining movie, but in reality, it's a fact. Esau knows something that you Jakes don't know. Everything that we teach, Esau knows. He knows that he's pretending like he don't know. You're not the Israelites. So let's go. Listen to a little bit more.
What the f*** you mean the aliens is African? Wait a minute, and then another thing. Why is they only coming to America? Well,
And what? Hey, you got Bishop Nate trying to go all around the world. You gotta hit every Israelite on the planet Earth. No, you don't. The focus is here on America. I said this before. I know I'm sounding like a broken record. I know I'm psychoanalyzing everything I see.
like is they like traveling through different continents or like what's happening? Like freaking America. Because if they come here, I'm not scared. I feel like if they come here and they really freaking America, baby, y'all need to be scared.
Right. Now, that's code for white people. She didn't say white people. She ain't, you know, she ain't talking about the Negroes. She ain't talking about Chinese people. She's talking about white people or the Edomites. She said, I'm not, for some reason, I'm not going to be scared. She said, y'all better be scared. And we all know by code that she's talking about Edomites. Anyway, that's all I want to show. Basically, like I've been saying for, last month or so, couple of months, we're analyzing a lot of things. We're psychoanalyzing things. You know, we know Isaiah 19. We know we did the full chapter, but Isaiah 19 was pulled back up because of a little debate with God Logic and Ram and, God Logic and Captain Tazariak. I was going to say Captain Atari. So we psychoanalyze a lot of stuff because Jake forgets, Anyway, I'm going to say Shalom on to the next. And I'm going to say this. I was watching this video. There's an Irish chick from England. So I favored one of her things. So I'm looking at her and I'm saying she's a freak. So I said, let me check out her videos. She's there half naked in certain videos. I said, yeah, I know a freak when I see one. And that's just something extra. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say Shalom.
Yeah, the elect ain't got nothing to fear for the, on the destruction end. But their presence is going to be a fearful sight. But on the destruction, ultimately, you don't have anything to fear. Therefore, our secure. Yahweh Shai Ratazah. So I'll leave that there. Hope you're edified. Shalom.